Welcome back to the Rebirth DLC campaign. We might be just about done with this island since we have just the one standard one left here. Although maybe if we do another priority and unlock a whole nother batch of standards, I don't know. I want to do everything, so we're just going to keep plowing through these and see where they take us. Sure, at least one of the Dimetrodon has a long-lived trait.
The park
Synthesize
wants something
and
special
release
for display.
3.
And tell me, what's more special than family,
Okay.
huh? See, the species I've got in mind is actually a very distant cousin of us mammals, the Dimetrodon.
We've been asked for a specific trait, though, so we'll need to do some testing. That means synthesis, then observation.
Otherwise known as the old Paleo 1-2.
Genetic modification will improve our odds of getting the trait we need. That's done in the hatchery, before we actually synthesize the genome.
Making it a little on the big side, but Dimetrodon always seemed like an animal that had weirdly high environmental needs for the size of it. So I think this is probably fine. Interesting, they still let me use classic gates. I suppose that's not necessarily out of place. %60 data. Can I do anything about that? I guess not. Maybe it gives me the rest of the data after I finish it. Teratophonius is a can Tyrannosaur. True. I consider Peloroplites and Teratophonius to be canon animals, personally. I think they should be in the game, even if they're not the most exciting species. I also think just having a good new Notosaurid would be nice, and Peloroplites could meet that requirement. Oh, okay, so they're doing a thing where we only have 2 pips, and we have to roll the dice to get one that is long-lived. I understand the concept of this mission. Don't need the back fence. Yeah, I just visually don't like it.
I, for one, can't wait to see the Dimetrodon in person.
I like having completed enclosures a lot of the time.
You accurately pointed out that they're a distant cousin of us mammals. So tell me, how much of a family resemblance to you should I be expecting? I'm guessing a lot.
Yes, Callie, I inherited the Dimetrodon's impressive backsail. I can't believe you never noticed it before.
Hilarious. Okay, we can't do... I didn't set up the skins correctly, and we can't do any males because of the low gene quality. So we just take these and hatch them. That's fine. We'll need deep water, so I guess we can do that right away. Do a little bit of that. Do a little bit of this. How about a nice little island in the middle? Maybe. Sure. Kinda? It's not actually properly an island, so it's kind of pointless. Whatever. We'll get them in there, we'll see.
Synthesis procedure complete. Incubation personnel, please stand by. Heading to collect the asset.
All right. I wonder if we lucked out on getting 3 or if this was scripted to return 3. I don't remember what the min batch size actually is for Dime, but I feel like it's not 3. Yeah, 2 to 4. 3 is average probably then.
Delivery complete. Asset in transit.
A little bit of meat, a little bit of a lot of sand.
It's so strange to think we're more biologically related to those animals than any other asset we work on here.
Funny how much can happen in 300 million years, huh? Anyway, we're almost done with this assignment. All we need now is to gather some data.
Time to analyze that animal. Our drones are outfitted with scanners custom built for research, so that's what we'll use.
Can
Head to a
I...
hatchery, take control of a drone, and then scan the dinosaur from multiple angles to get all the data we need. Analyzing animals will also bag us some extra funding and let us optimize how to genetically modify the species. As if you need
Okay,
more
I can fly out of the
motivation than
enclosure.
Sweet data, right?
Yeah, I suppose making the animals bad on purpose could be an intent of the DLC. Questionable, but it's possible. Okay, oh, I'm not on the deep analyzer. Whoops. Oh my god. Very fiddly, especially with a smaller creature. Too close. Are you joking? That's a thing? I hate that that's a thing. Oh, did I analyze the one that didn't have the trait? Yes, rotate before me. That's very useful. Keep doing it. Like a rotisserie chicken. Perfect.
Good work. Look at you, advancing humanity's knowledge of prehistoric genomes.
Great. The Rhapsogenome. Yeah, so that finished up then, and presumably got Dimetrodon to full quality. Yeah, and I'm not going to breed anymore, so super pointless, but sure, you know? They're definitely quirky, at the very least. Okay, so no standards left. We're just onto the priority one.
Alrighty. Most of our funding comes from assignments, but we'll only be losing money if we don't maintain a site's economic engine too. Workers are key to that. To bring more workers to the site, we need animals with high enough research appeal to justify those workers spending their time here.
More workers also gets us more funding, and money is always handy to, you know, pay for things we need.
So, more interesting animals equals more workers, which also equals more cash. Everybody wins.
Yeah, if Dimetrodon was here in
Funding
2010,
players
why wasn't
I
it
didn't
World?
mention before.
They're just not, they don't really care about what animals should canonically be available, right? Which is fine, honestly. I don't have a problem with that. Navigate the control room, open the economy screen. You're going to teach me about the economy now?
Your finances are shared between all of the locations you oversee. That means one unprofitable research site hits the whole
Money
budget.
mattered in
So
JWE2
it's worth
Jurassic
keeping an eye
challenges.
on things. Productivity also
You could
factors
lose
into making
those.
money. So watch out for your fellow workers too. Happy workers make for a happy budget.
Okay, shelter, restroom, and transport are all scuffed.
Ah, you've all been busy while I was away. Very impressive.
Well, we aim to please, ma'am. You said you were talking to the park?
Yes, well, I've worked with the lead geneticist there before, and they've always been ambitious. A vision for the future is a wonderful thing, but not when it makes you blind to what's in front of you. But for now, I'd like to recognize your hard work by giving you all more responsibility. There are a couple of other locations that I'd like you to set up as fully fledged research sites.
Okay, we've accessed the other maps.
The island's luscious ancient valley, under your management, will be a space to research natural behaviors. It's currently home to the remarkable Titanosaurus, and I'd like you to try and naturally breed them.
You want me to have sex with a Titanosaurus? I think that's outside the specs of my job.
The
but
Riverside Laboratory,
if I
on
must.
the other hand, will specialize in semi-aquatic animals. A rather intimidating-looking T-Rex is enclosed there now, and your first task will be to study how it hunts.
Okay. T-Rex, semi-aquatic, not Spinosaurs.
It's a lot
it's
of
T-Rex,
responsibility,
okay.
I know, but you've more than earned my trust.
It's a new Lily. Or an
Now,
old Lily?
your funding does have to cover all 3 of these sites. And one site's profit or loss will affect your finances everywhere else, so keep an eye on that budget.
It's
And
already
each site is already
not an
connected
issue.
to the island's geothermal pipe network.
Oh,
I'm sure we'll get a chance to upgrade it at some point, but it should provide more than
Interesting.
enough power for now. The island and its resources are at your disposal, but what you work on next is, well, entirely up to you.
interesting. Geothermal research is a thing. Okay, which I guess probably just comes out of assignments then. So that's just showing us, since the power is shown in that menu, they give us a button to click to jump to it quickly. Fair enough. Let's get rid of this real quick. I got an achievement. How many does the DLC have? There's a few. Let's take a quick peek. There are a few new achievements that are base game, I believe, in the free update. I have 11 achievements left to do, so 12 achievements were added. I think 2 of them are base game, and then 10 are DLC, maybe. Is there a thing in media where Indian and Central Asian people have English accents? Maybe? Don't know how common that should be, or is. We might need a maintenance post. Yeah, we need a maintenance post here. Okay, what else do we need? We need power. So let's look at this. So I put in another splitter to bring power over here for this, theoretically. If I give enough of a shit about the rating to try to cover that gap, which maybe is just a mistake. So I guess... Why are these... Am I not allowed to put in another splitter? Unclear. Very weird. Why is it red? Oh, that's just the workshop. Unable to authorize your account. What's that about? Huh. I don't know why that's red. That might be a bug. Obstructed by standard path. Oh, now it'll let me put it there. Weird. Wait, what if I do this? Edit network? Splitter. Now it works. Do not question the system. Okay, we're doing crazy pipes. It's fine. Oh, is that one still too far away? Oops. Okay. 100%, 100%. Great. Complete priority assignments in the Riverside Laboratory in Ancient Valley. Complete 12 assignments. Did we get any more unlocked here? Okay. We did. Okay. Interesting. Including a couple that are specific to it. We probably should go to the other area for a little bit, I think. Do that. Titanosaurus feels designed like it would be a Jurassic Park animal rather than a world animal. Maybe? I don't know. It's a little... To me, it doesn't feel like it really meshes with either era that well. It feels like kind of a weird made-up animal that just happens to use a real animal's name. And I still can't use this. Okay, well, I don't think we need to do anything else here before we leave. Everybody's mostly happy, except for some of these Psittacos, but that's just because they aren't moving deep enough into the enclosure. All right, let's go. Control room. How do I actually go to facility map? Is that the only way to get to the facility map? Save the Riverside for last? I want to see the Rex though. Why would you say we should do Riverside last? Because that's kind of where I was thinking of going. Everybody wants me to not go to the river yet, so we're going to do the valley. The audience has decided. Blame them, not me. Vast open valley featuring ancient ruins and prehistoric titans. Perfect place for studying natural dinosaur behavior. You were too late to the conversation, Miguelina. We're already past it. I'm already loading into the valley. The ruins are fun. This is where you'll be leaving to stay spoiler free. Alright, thanks for coming by, Squarish Plum. We'll catch you later.
Welcome to the one section of the island guaranteed to have minimal human influence. The Ancient Valley. It's beautiful, green, my personal happy place, and the perfect environment to study natural dinosaur behaviors. What more could you want in a research site?
Alright. Complete Valley Giants assignment, complete priority in the River Lab. Yeah, that's just our main core, mission objective. Presumably to advance to another stage or even just finish the DLC in general. Valley Giants. So is that actually the one here? Yeah, complete the Valley Giants assignment. Okay. We got 4 regular ones we can do. Let's do the priority first, maybe. Will the cats make nests there? I don't know. You could probably make a nest in a ruin, at least with modular building, but if that's what you mean. Yeah, I think we'll just start right away on the priority one. We'll do these ones afterwards.
Once upon a time, InGen went to great lengths to avoid dinosaur breeding. The company's new leadership is a touch more open to the idea, and
we'll do
get to take the
construction.
first steps. The task is simple in theory. Create a juvenile Titanosaurus through
Oh, I
natural
interrupted
breeding.
this.
Best of luck staying focused, what with the wonders of life playing out in front of you.
Glad they're asking for the Titanosaurus here. Beyond them being incredible animals, we can gather its genome ourselves to help create males. After building an expedition center, at least.
Okay.
If we get any downtime while our dig teams do their thing, we could pick up a contract or two. Extra funding can't hurt while we're bringing prehistoric giants back to life, right?
We'll just take the set it and forget it one. Build an operational expedition center, have at least 1 male. Okay. Let's get that expedition center. Just slap it in right here in front of everything else. You're stopping here for today? Alright, we'll catch you later,
It's a
Cryo.
small island, which helps us share
You
expedition
don't want to get
resources
spoiled?
between
Oh, everybody's leaving because they want to get
For every
spoiled.
site you have an expedition center
That's
in,
understandable,
we'll be
though.
able to send out more simultaneous dig teams. If you want more fossil storage too,
Wait, what?
make sure you've got a science center in each of your sites.
Oh, shit. Did we ever have multiple dig teams in JWE2 under any scenarios? We never did, right? It's the first time we had multiple dig teams in JWE1? Okay, well, we need, sauropods, titanosaurs. 5 and 5. So we want, I guess, 2 5 logistics? No spoils. Get out of here if you don't want to be spoiled. It's happening fast. Boy, this squad sucks. I'll take, Shaq. And then maybe reroll. Only in the first game. Yeah, that's what I thought. It's, kind of a interesting throwback. Another generalist, I guess. They each have one training point. I could do upgraded staff here. Let's do this. And then we'll make them both 5s and send them both out on digs, I guess, since we have to go to 2 separate areas anyway. We can deal with fossils after that. Well, that's running. Let's take a look at our herd and the map. So we got a little secondary over here. Hatchery here built into the cliff face, which is pretty cool, unique. And then, yeah, Titanosaur herd. You saw the movie, you can just see in the movie because you just like seeing dinosaurs and other animals. I mean, I'll do that too. My disappointment with Rebirth has no standing at all on whether or not I will see the next movie. Because I will just always see the next movie, if I'm being honest. Because I, too, just like seeing dinosaurs sometimes. Alright, wetland, of course. Always with the wetland. I guess I'm better off not strictly doing always the stuff with the trees. It just looks better, you know? Alright, there's their wetland. Bit of tall fiber. Which is novel. You never really get to use tall fiber, you know? The real thing would be if there was a reason to ever use ginkgo over any other brush. Because ginkgo providing no ground coverage makes it pretty pointless. Is the JWE3 stream going to be available on YouTube tomorrow? You can always watch the VOD if you go to the live tab. Otherwise, the episodes will be uploading daily. Yeah, no forest need is certainly an interesting thing. Okay, they're just mad because they don't have any boys. Where them boys at? Did they use the same skin here for everybody? Looks like it. So, you know, one would assume that this is the female skin, even though these are actually non-gendered film skins for some reason. Oh, no, we do have an A. Okay, so they did mix them up between male and female. Or mix the skins up for the females, I guess you would say. Yeah, everybody gets wetland. It's just non-stop wetland. Ginkgo is specifically for Ankylodicus and nothing else. Is it the only one that eats tall fruit? That's crazy, if so. I mean, the big problem with the ginkgo brush is just that it provides no ground coverage, so there's literally no reason to ever use it over a combination of other brushes. Yeah, the tails make me want like a Seismosaurus or something in the game. I really would like to see some more whiptail stuff. The tails in general are much livelier than the other sauropod tails. Like, Diplodocus always felt really stiff. And it kind of just makes me want, like, a better Diplodocus, you know? A little staff center. Yeah, this map is apparently flat enough to not cause these issues. Oh, where's the... Yeah, that is just out of range. Fair enough. Rather than put in a splitter, we're just going to move it for now. Ah, and there's the terrain issues. We are not spared. I got my hopes up, only for them to be dashed. Do I still hate Swerve? Hate is too strong of a word for somebody I typically don't think about shit. This only goes to 4. I didn't even check that. This one goes to 5, though. Let's find a 3 genetics. Cheaper synth with a 3. I guess we'll grab you. Okay, catch you later. Thanks for coming back, Ryo. Next stream will be Thursday, I think. We'll do Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday this week, I guess. Unless the DLC is just like done on Thursday, then maybe we'll do something else Saturday. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, so that gives us everything we need to do simultaneous expeditions. Cool. Doubling up. Very cool. All right, and I guess we'll actually pause here while these run. We don't have anything else to do. Well, that's a lot of stuff. Eggs, gold, footprints, a lot of returning cash from that. Oh, they auto-sorted. Look at that. They fixed this. They fixed the hatchery or the fossil stuff being buggy and weird. Because now they just auto-sort by size so they don't move, which was like the worst thing ever. Cool. Alright, let's see if we have any more expeditions to run. Ooh, I need to go back to both of these apparently. No reason to run two at the same time. It's more important that we process those fossils. I am going to be sitting here for a bit doing expeditions, I guess. I could take a contract. No, I have a contract. Just kidding. I guess we work on improving the park a little bit. Throw down shelter and bathroom and stuff. Little accommodation action. It's so big. If we put it over here somewhere, it's in range. Can I ever just sneak it in here? I'm gonna try it. Ooh, slick. It's a little crooked, these buildings, but it's fine. We don't need to worry about it. Weird that the gold slots in between the 2s and the 3s, but the footprints go before the 2s. Very strange. I question what the logic is there. Why do people get pissy when you call the stores and Mutadon failed hybrids instead of mutants? It's the same shit. Yeah, I don't know why people are so, like, hung up on the mutant label. Also, how many times do we need to go dig up fossils? We have 67% genome. I guess these are only adding 5% apiece. Is this another... I wonder if it's like this in Sandbox. Is Titanosaurus like a gimmick in that it takes like 20 fossils to finish the genome or something weird? Or is this just a campaign thing? I mean, a few of those are Dilos still mixed in there, but it still takes a ton. And I mean, it just keeps coming. 3 more sets of eggs. Yeah, so we're at... Right now, we are at 67%. That's plus 11. Plus 13. So that's 80. I'm starting to feel like maybe it just has extra fossils. Because that's getting there. Both dig sites are still open. This is really weird. What's going on here?
The genome we need.
Okay.
There's a hatchery already built in the main valley area, so I'd recommend using that one for synthesis.
So she's commenting because we've reached the threshold for a male. Yeah, team is waiting on space. We literally don't have space to accommodate the returning team. That's 11%, and we still have all of these. I think Frontier might have pulled like a Biosyn DLC and just gave us extra fossils, right? Because that was actually a thing that did happen. Hello? Audio? Why'd it get so dramatic? Okay. Whatever. There might be more weird things happening here. If you take a gander, funding income 0, workers 0. There are 0 workers in the park. What are these? Are these not workers? Excuse me? Shelter coverage 0%. Accommodation rating 0%. Tour has dinosaurs visible. 100% transfer rating for visible dinosaurs. Restroom 0%. It does seem to be broken. Okay, that's +8, so we actually need the amber. So yeah, the rest of these are all extra. I can throw this one in here, which is funny. For no reason. Let's throw in this Dilo. Alright, so that's weird. What do we do about this? Well, let's just ignore it for now, I guess. Let's get a splitter. And then get a new generator in here. Honestly, maybe we put it like here. Oops, that was crooked. It's a little, just slightly offset from the other elbow there, unfortunately. I was trying to be a little more this way so that it didn't run into that issue, but oh well. Do we have remote viewing domes near the Titanosaurs? We could try that. Maybe a remote viewing dome would fix it. It could be a weird thing with the tour. Let's investigate. I guess there isn't... Oh, InGen remote entrance? Is this the one that would be part of the building set? Maybe. Can't get them close enough. Unfortunately. Oh, is it because they don't have Ranger? Maybe that's it. Reducing worker approval. Because we don't have the status info. Maybe this is showing the current, like, full appeal, not the penalty. Because we need the Ranger team. That might be it. I'm going to leave this dome in here just for a little bit of improved visibility, maybe, if they come into view. Especially since we already built it. Let's get the Ranger team first. Let's do this. Let's just go in line, I guess. That's fine. And then we can get them heading out there to check on status while we deal with everything else. Do we have a gate? We do. Okay. A little maintenance action. And medical. Should have put medical on the other side because it is the fat one. Yep. That's fine. We'll just do it here. That'll work. Still 0%. Curious. Very curious. Wait. Well, no, we show profit because we're making profit on the other islands. Worker count 242. Wait. It's working? It's working. Okay. Was it the visibility? Can that actually crash? Like, does not having the dinosaur status checked for long enough actually push your ratings to 0? It's interesting if so. Almost never comes up. Huh. Worker count, worker comfort, worker approval. Comfort is, I guess, maybe... Wait, this is the main facility. This is the Riverside. No. 0. Oh, God. There's too much going on. 0 worker count, 12% comfort, but 0 workers. Wait, no, yeah, it doesn't Wait, but what does this 242 worker count? What does this number mean? Where's this? What does this correspond to? Because I saw the worker count of the 200s, and I saw the worker count of the 200s here, and I was like, oh, it's that. But no, this is the main facility. This is not the Riverside lab. Site appeal tracks 245 potential workers, which goes into the worker count. Oh, this is the other one. Oh, because we're not on Riverside Lab, we're in the field. This is the breakdown for this one. These are the two that we're not at. That's why the arrows show the flow chart. I didn't read the label. I read the label, but I didn't parse the label. This is the other park. Oh my god. We're fine. Everything works, which is why these numbers are now numbering. Yes, they were broken before, they're working now. Which is separate than me not understanding the UI. It's fine. For some reason, things work now. Okay. So yeah, we just get to sell these, which is typically not a thing you can do in JWE3. Interesting. No, let's hold off on the dialos. Let's get the mail synced. Dude, I thought I was going insane there for a second. I guess I kind of was, huh? Good thing we figured it out. Titanosaurus. I don't need to put anything specific into it here, but maybe we'll at least take away the lifespan penalty. Alright, let's do a little random action. What the? Huh? Okay, there we go. Because it defaulted to the film skin, the UI crashed out and wouldn't show me patterns, but now it's good. Don't recall if you can ever sell fossils in JWE3 previously. Yeah, they were, it's kind of a forgotten mechanic, right? You could only do it under very specific conditions in JWE2, if I remember correctly. Like certain DLC animals, I think in the Biosyn expansion, had too many fossils as well, which allowed you to sell them. And that might have been the only time it came up in JWE2. Very weird, yeah. It was definitely operator error on part of that confusion. Like, but these were broken. These were not were either broken or they were crashed to zero specifically because of the status check not being done, which honestly I had no idea was a mechanic. Like I knew that was a mechanic, but I didn't know it could actually push them that far down, right? And do we need to cover any infrastructure in here with a maintenance post? We in fact do need to cover the hatchery, it looks like. So we'll sneak one in there and assign team 2 to that. And medical. Go ahead and assign you as well. Alright, 1 egg, 1 guy. There he is. A big chunky boy, who we can't actually hatch currently. You only go up to a 5. We needed like 8. Probably not worth trying to boost these guys up. Just grab another one. 2 welfare specialists. Fantastic. 85 or 90, 125 or 005. Honestly, maybe saving a little bit of money and not having any other skills is okay, but I mean, that's a lot of points to actually gain for just $100 extra salary. Plus his name is Grover, and that's funny. Alright. 5, 3, 2, begin the task. We might as well get these cleared out, because she can't do anything else on her own. Alright. Other things we can do for raiding. This is super distracting. Having it all clustered on the same screen. Nothing else we can do. Worker comfort is great. The path density could be improved, but it's kind of hard to do. We could do a little snake and path action here, but it's kind of janky. I guess we could do that. Not the worst thing. That might help a little bit. Yeah, we're going to look at the hatchery animation 100%. 2.5 minutes, though. Well, let's check out the release animation. Seeing the tail first is very fun. I like that. And stretching out, almost like he's emerging from underground or something. It's a different Cryo. What's up, Cryo? Why'd you come back? You said you were leaving. You didn't want spoilers. What's your question? I'm sure the D-Rex is in the campaign. Like, why wouldn't he be? That'd be weird. He's part of the DLC.
Okay, I think there's a breeding pair in there, so good work. Now we can use the nest our ecology team designed. They live and breathe dinosaur behavior, so it should do the job.
Deploy your fin. I want to see your fin. Well, there's a little bit of a look at the fin. Yeah, I kind of expected the fin to be more pronounced on the male. I don't know if that's just me having the wrong perception of him, but I don't think it really is. Super hard to tell without catching them in like the same animation at the exact same time, but yeah, I don't know. Did I ever see Karate Kid? No. I think I've seen part of it, like the original one, but never sat down to watch it explicitly. Construct a large nesting area and have them lay eggs. Fair enough. I'm aware of Cobra Kai. I'm aware that it's well regarded. I'm not terribly interested in it. Multiple nests required. Fair. Are they the first communal sauropod for nesting? Not sure. I feel like if you are in a territory, right, the nest matches the animal and it's multiple nests required, the UI should keep you in the placement menu when you're putting the nests down. The game should be able to tell that. All right. We could do a breeding program, or I could just let them do it themselves. Are we not able to take a secondary assignment at the same time? Yeah. You can only do them one at a time. I mean, it does suggest using a structured breeding program. I mean, we could do that. They're all green. 60, 70. You're the best. Let's do that there. And then while we're waiting for them to do their thing, maybe we go get some Velociraptor. Can you... Well, I don't have any options anyway to send other dig teams because I don't meet any of the requirements. All right. Well, let's wait for this to play out. All right. So we had a Titanosaur pair form a pair bond separate from the breeding program. But we only have one male. So we picked a pair and we told them, hey, you're going to hook up. And meanwhile, our male Titanosaur found himself his own other action on the side. Can he? And it's a lifetime bond, so like, is this destined to fail? How does this work? Or is he gonna, like, inadvertently have 2 lifetime bonds or something? This is very strange. Anyway, we need a quick one of these. I can't tell if that's even the sick one. Okay. Avian pox. We can't do it until everybody else is back, unless we do a little one of these. We might as well. He's got 2 training, or she's got 2 training points. That's fine. Just get this done. Yeah, well, he hasn't cheated yet. We don't know if he's a cheater. But it is very interesting. Yeah, life partner, TTS04. Wild. I'm very invested in this Titanosaur drama. Okay, program's ending. Okay, breeding program completed. Where's my nests? Over there. Unoccupied. Okay. So it didn't happen? We didn't get a pop-up about the outcome. Did it just get sort of like pseudo-canceled behind the scenes? Or is the pop-up just buried here? Good Dino telenovela? Yeah.
What do you know? They laid eggs. Either our nest design team were spot on, or these dinosaurs really aren't picky.
3 old eggs.
Either way, all we can do now is wait and hope that juvenile dinosaurs like the nest too.
Ah, wait and hope. My favorite part of the scientific process. You know, could be a good time to do a contract or two, earn a bit more funding. Or, and I really mean this, I'm happy to just sit and stare at that nest.
Yeah, we probably could leave the game on pause when I get up to go do something. It's not like we're at risk of losing to, like, money running out or something, but I usually have the instinct in me to play more carefully and keep things paused while I'm not present. But it is kind of boring to look at a pause screen, huh? Alright, well... Wait, did the... No, it's still happening. Okay, so yeah, it's just telling me you can do... Okay, 1 minute. You can do contracts in the meantime, but we're sitting on a contract. So running an expedition is the real thing to do. Okay, if I do this. Okay, it looks like you can't double up on the same node, probably. So you can send 2 expeditions, but they have to be separate places. Probably makes sense. We'll just run the one there for Raptor. And let's wait for the babies. Here they come!
Well, isn't that the most heartwarming little bundle of genetic information you ever saw?
Weirdly put, but you're not wrong. That little face would melt the stoniest of hearts.
And loosen the tightest of wallets.
And yet, it never made it to a park. Weird. Tails aren't crazy long, but they are definitely longer than like any other sauropod juveniles, so I think I accept it. It doesn't feel too egregiously reused or anything. Scan a juvenile. Is there a tangible benefit to scanning a juvenile, or is it just for the sake of the campaign? I wonder. A-mode, one of these. Don't you run away from me! I'm scanning you! You get back here! Okay.
Nice drone piloting there. We should have all the data we need, so that's this assignment complete.
Yeah, they're already pretty big, for sure.
Wow, what progress.
Analyze a
It's
juvenile
impressive people, I
Titanosaurus
can tell you
achievement.
that.
Sure.
Don't worry, I haven't spent all this time with my feet up. There's a lot of island to oversee, and how shall I put this? various projects I still don't have access to. Even as a director here, I'm being told things are on a need-to-know basis. But don't let me bother you with all that. When you're ready, there's an assignment on the other research site that I'd appreciate your help with.
Okay. Intense immune response and one more. Do the... Here we go. Fossil upgrades. Oh, for the buildings, probably. The tails don't do any funky movements like they do in the movie. They're kind of stiff. I mean, yeah, maybe compared to the movie they're stiff. They're still way more, like, flexible than the typical sauropod tails in game. So they're still closer to that vibe, I think, than not, right? Oh yeah, are these guys content? Yes. Okay, so we got these upgrades. Yes, extraction capacity, huge. Uh, 57 and 36, so not quite done there yet. Let's get that processed. And go out and get the rest, I guess, and finish up. Oh no, it's done, actually. I mental mass said that we had one more fossil to do, but I could have just hovered over it and verified. Yeah, 57 and 43. Alright, fine. We'll get that done before we leave the island, I suppose. Actually, we're going to do these other contracts. Yeah, we got 5 we can do here. So we can do... Testing suspension. Oh, like the vehicle suspension. I was like, a bridge? No, there's no bridges. Additional upgrade slots. Fence or post counting. New generations. Reinforcements. And seeing blue. Okay, the lagoon one can be done anywhere. It's probably not good to do it here, actually. I would guess. Let's try generations. Hatch a new
Everyone is
juvenile land,
excited
air,
about our
and
breakthroughs
water.
in dinosaur
Oh.
breeding. But we should do more research before pushing anything toward the park. Let's do some
Do I
dedicated
have
research on how our work applies to the
access
3
to
major
this?
types of animal we handle. Land animals, marine animals, and flying reptiles.
I do.
Question. Is this actual research or a thinly veiled excuse for you to see more juveniles?
It can be both. No more questions.
Okay, well, they probably won't breed again soon. Where's the female? I guess we just do this. And then we go to this. Then we go to the mother. "82 minutes before we can breed these guys." That's not really gonna happen. And they're pair bonded too. And breeding them is a little tedious. So maybe we go back to the other island to finish this? Or I could just pick a new animal to put out here that we can breed, maybe. Well, anyway, this episode has gone on long enough. Let's stop it here. Till next time.